Namaste everyone and a very warm welcome to all of you in my today's session. Today we are going to talk about the body organ clock. See, in my last session I have already introduced you all with the 6 type of yin meridians and the 6 type of yang meridians. And we have also understood how important it is for the life energy or the pranic energy or the chi, for this energy to flow freely through the yin meridians and the yang meridians, so this energy can reach every organ of our body and every corner of our body, so that we remain healthy for a longer period of time, right? So today we are going to understand the relationship between these meridians, between the yin and the yang meridians, their relationship with every hour of our day. According to the basic acupressure principles, it is said that at specific time periods of the day, at specific hour of the day, there are particular meridians which are more active than the other meridians. For example, it is said that between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., very early morning, during this time, the lung meridian is very active. This means that during this time, which is between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., the lung meridian is active, and so the lungs, our lungs are very active. It is said that during this time, the lungs replenish themselves. So it is very important that you wake up early during this time. And if you know that in ancient Indian practices, this time is also known as the Brahma Muhurat, where our ancient sages and seers and even our ancestors, they had a habit of waking up during the Brahma Muhurat, and they would do their pranayams, which means breathing exercises, deep breathing. Why? To support their lungs. So this is the time period, the ideal time to do the pranayams, to do your for waking up is the Brahma Muhurat, right? So that is the time when lungs are more active, and lungs absorb the energy which is around in the environment. So this is the best time to wake up and do breathing exercises, right? Next, we move on to 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., the next 2 hours. So our entire day, we're going to break into 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, right? And we're going to start our day at 3 a.m. So 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., first 2 hours are for our lungs. Next, after 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., these 2 hours is the time where our large intestine is very active. And what is the role of the large intestine, of the bowel? To release the toxins out of our body. So if you are someone who has to, who goes to the washroom during this time, just after waking up, between 5 to 7 a.m., if you have to pass stool, if you have to pass motion, then this is a very good sign. This means that your large intestine is healthy, your bowel is healthy. So this is the best time to empty your intestines, to clean out and excrete out the toxins from your body. So that is why you should not oversleep. Even if you cannot wake up very early in the Brahma Muhurat, then also you must make sure that at least by 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., 7 a.m. should be the deadline. By 6 a.m. you should be awake and you should pass stool. So because that is the time when the large intestine is more active. But nowadays we all are in the habit and we have our lifestyle where we are waking up very late. So already the large intestine time is gone. So that is why most of us suffer from constipation and bad digestion, because the time when the large intestine is more active and it can do its work and it can detoxify your body, that time we are sleeping, right? So what have we learned so far? That at least by 6 a.m. or latest by 7 a.m. we must wake up, okay? Now another thing which you have to remember over here, that these two organs, the lung and the large intestine. See, yesterday I had already told you that lung and large intestine, they are pairs, right? The yin is lung and the pair of lungs is the large intestine, right? So both the lung and the large intestine, both of these organs are associated with a particular emotion, and that emotion is the emotion of sadness. So that is why when you're waking up, the first thing which you should do is that you must release all sadness, right? Because your lungs and your large intestine are going to help you do that. So let this become a practice, that as soon as you wake up, you just have to say this to yourself, that I release all types of sadness. We are all entitled to be happy, right? Nothing should stop us from being happy on the inside, at least, right? So this is something which is very important, because see, most of the diseases these days are psychosomatic diseases. They happen, diseases enter our body because we are storing these type of unpleasant emotions. We are storing sadness, we are storing worry, we are storing fear, we are storing stress. So that is why it is very important that every day we take this conscious decision of cleaning ourselves of the negative emotions. Just like our body cleans itself of the toxins, we should also clean our mind and our emotions of all of these unhealthy emotions. So that is why, according to TCM, we say that lung and large intestine, this pair is also associated with the feeling of sadness or grief. So that is why this is the best time, that as soon as you wake up, start doing this from tomorrow itself, okay? Make sure that whenever you wake up, you just have to say that I release all sadness, right? So just like I'm telling you that during every hour which organ is more active, I'm also telling you which emotion is more active, so you can just release those emotions, right? And because lungs are more active at that time, it will help you in releasing the sadness. So every day after waking up, you have to say that I release all sadness, okay? Now, so we spoke about 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., then 5 to 7 a.m., the large intestine, where we should use the washroom, right? Then from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., this is the time when our stomach is most active. So that is why during this time, by 9 a.m., between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., you should have your breakfast, and you should have your breakfast like a king, because see, at this time, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., your stomach is very powerful, it is fully energized. So that is why whatever you're eating will get digested. So you eat like a king. King, that does not mean that you just overeat and you eat whatever you want to. You eat like a king means that you eat very rich food, very nutritious food. You have your dry fruits and you have your calciums, you have bananas. Make yourself a good, nice, nutritious breakfast, because that is the time, during this time, your stomach is active and it has the fire to digest whatever you are eating, right? So at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., you must have your breakfast. Again, the emotion which is associated with stomach, okay, the emotion which is associated with the spleen and the stomach, right, is the emotion of worry. So whenever you are sitting to eat your breakfast, or after you are done eating your breakfast should remind you that you have to say, I release all worry, I release all tension, I release all stress, right? So make this also a habit. When you're waking up, you say, I release all sadness. After you're done eating your breakfast by 9 a.m., then you have to say that I release all worry, okay? So stomach and spleen will help you in releasing your worry. Fine. So 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. is the stomach time, where you should have your breakfast. Then moving on, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the time of your spleen. So again, spleen along with pancreas, what do? They help in activating our digestive system. So whatever we have eaten by 9 a.m., the heavy breakfast which we have eaten, again between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., our spleen will also help and support in getting this breakfast digested, right? Now moving on to 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, this is the time when the heart is active. So, what is the function of the heart? It does the pumping of all the nutrients, right? So, during this time, whatever we have digested in our nutritious breakfast, that thing is starting to, between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., that thing is starting to, the nutrients are getting circulated to all our organs. So that is why this time is also very important, where all the nutrients are reaching all the key important or areas and organs of our body. So this is the time of the heart, right? Now the emotion associated with heart and small intestine, right? Because the heart and small intestine are the pairs. So the emotion which is associated with heart and small intestine is hatred, okay? So between 11 to 1 p.m., you can also say that I release all hatred. Whatever hatred you have towards any person or anything, you can release this, because this is the time which will help you. Heart will help you in releasing the hatred. Another important thing to remember over here is that 1 p.m. you must have your lunch. Okay, at 1 p.m. you can have your lunch, because this is the time when the sun is at its peak. So again, it will help you in getting your lunch digested. So you should not delay your lunch more than 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. again, when you're having your lunch should remind you of what? It should remind you that I want to release all hatred. So when you're waking up, you're releasing sadness. When you're having a breakfast, you are releasing worry. And when at 1 p.m. you're having your lunch, you are releasing any kind of hatred, right? So 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the hard time. 1 p.m. you should have your lunch. Why? Because again, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the time of the small intestine, which will again help in digestion. So only if you have your lunch by 1 p.m. can that food start to get digested between 1 to 3 p.m. because that is the time of the small intestine. You see how logical everything is. So it is very important that you follow this clock if you want to stay healthy. It is very, very important, because any mismatch, if your breakfast is getting delayed, if your lunch is getting delayed, then again it is going to hamper your digestion, because digestion time is between 1 to 3 p.m. So that is why by 1 p.m. you should have your lunch. Okay. So 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the time of the small intestine, which will again help in digestion. Okay. Now moving on, the time between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. during the noon time or early evening, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is the time of the urinary bladder. What is the role of the urinary bladder? See, by this time, the whatever metabolic waste has reached the urinary bladder, it tries to filter it out, right? So this is the time where detoxification of our body is happening. So that is why 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. this time is the ideal time for you to do any type of work which requires concentration. If you want to learn something, if you want to study something, then again this is a very good time to do that, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right? So this is a good time for studying and for your concentration. Fine. Now we come to the next 2 hours, which is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and at this time the kidney is very active. Now what is the role of the kidney? Again, kidney will help in the detoxification. And another important thing which you must remember is that kidney and urinary bladder, these two things are associated with the emotion of fear. So at 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. is also the time where you should have your dinner. You should not delay your dinner more than 7 p.m. okay, because after that the sun will set, and by 7 p.m. you should have your dinner during this time when the kidney is active. So 7 p.m. you have your dinner, and again when you are having your dinner, what can you remind yourself? You can say out loud that I release all types of fear from my system. So again, so see, you don't have to remember the timing so much. Even if you just remember that when I'm having my dinner, I have to release all types of fear. When I'm having lunch, I have to release all types of hatred. So these can be cues. These can be very simple things which will help you in reminding, because it is very important that you also release all of these emotional toxins, right? So between 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 p.m. to be precise, you must have your dinner. And at that time, because the kidney is active and the emotion associated with kidney is fear, that is why you should release fear at that time. Okay. Now, again moving on from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., this is the time of the pericardium. And pericardium is like a support organ of our heart, which means that pericardium also helps in the circulatory system. It helps in the circulation of the nutrients which we have had in our dinner, and dinner should be light. Okay, we should not, breakfast can be little heavy, lunch can also be little heavy, but dinner should definitely be light. Okay, so whatever we have had during our dinner at 7 p.m., that will get circulated, the nutrients will get circulated, because between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. the pericardium is more active, right? So that is the best time. And you should also when this circulation is active, you can also do a little bit of walking. So don't immediately sit or sleep after after having your dinner. You should do a little walk. You should walk a little bit. That will also help giving a boost to your circulatory system. Okay, now moving on, the time between 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., this is the time of the triple warmer meridian. Now, triple warmer meridian, the principal function is that you can compare it to our endocrine glands, which means that this triple warmer meridian, when it is active, it replenishes all the hormones in our body. Most of the time, most of the people I come across these days, they suffer from a lot of hormonal diseases because of hormonal imbalance. Why? Because when the triple warmer meridian is active, which is like 11 p.m., at that time they are awake or they are doing some stressful work. But ideally at 11 p.m. you should sleep. You should just let the triple warmer meridian do its work, because see, the triple warmer meridian, which is replenishing all the fluids, all important hormones in your body, it can do its work properly only if all the other systems are resting. So that is why at 11 p.m. we must go to bed. We must give rest to all the other systems, so that the hormonal system, the triple warmer, can work properly. So 11 p.m. we must definitely go to bed. Now another important thing over here is that the emotion associated with triple warmer and pericardium is again the emotion of joy. Okay, so when you are going to sleep, at that time you can just say that I'm joyful. You can just say this affirmation that I'm joyful and I'm attracting joy, because pericardium and the triple warmer meridian are responsible for your emotion of joy. So that is why you can say this when you are just about to go to sleep. Okay, so 11 p.m. we must definitely sleep. Next is the time of 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. This is the time of the gallbladder. Okay, so again, during this time, gallbladder and liver. Okay, so 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. is the time of the gallbladder, and then 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. is again the time of the liver. So during these hours, all of these hours, we must be fast asleep, because together the liver and all of, at this time, the detoxification of our body is happening. So if we are awake and if we are indulging in some other activity, then the detoxification, which is very very important, is not going to happen. So even gallbladder helps in restoring your body's energy for the next day. So it is very important that during this time, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. also, you are asleep. So definitely make sure that you change your routine, and by 11 o'clock you must go to sleep, everyone. So that is why, so that the gallbladder and the liver, see, liver, as you all know, is a very important organ. Liver does the detoxification of the entire body. But if our sleep cycle is hampered, if we don't sleep properly, then liver itself will get toxified. Then how will it be able to detoxify the other organs, right? So that is why it is all very logical. And another thing which you have to remember is that, because the emotion associated with liver and gallbladder is the emotion of anger, right? So we say that you should never go to bed when you are angry. So at 11 p.m. when you are going to sleep, you must say two things. You must say that I'm joyful and I release all anger. So we have, in this entire chart, in this entire routine, we have released 5 toxic emotions. Like, I want you all to see over here, like during the lung time. Okay, during the first time, lung time, when we are waking up, we are releasing sadness. So let's say that we wake up at 6 a.m., we release sadness. Then when we have our breakfast at 7 a.m., we are releasing worry. Then when we are having our lunch at 1 p.m., we are releasing hatred. Then again, when we are having our dinner at around 7 p.m., we are releasing all fear. And then when we are going to bed, we are releasing anger, right? So along with the detoxification of physical things which is happening, we are also doing a detoxification of emotions, so that we can protect ourselves from the psychosomatic diseases. right? So these things you have to follow. Now one important question is that how can you remember that 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is lung time, then large intestine, then stomach? How can you remember this? So for this, I will tell you a very easy way, and I want you all to practice. I want you all to draw this chart as homework for today. Okay. So see over here, I have written the yin meridians. I've already told you that you have to remember the 6 yin meridians, which are lung, spleen, heart, kidney, pericardium and liver. Okay. So once you have written this, the 6 yin meridians, then you have to write the pair of the yin meridians. So the pair of lung is large intestine. I told you that all the meridians over here except stomach are all 2-letter words, Li, Si, Ub, Tw, Gb, right? So this part, if you can just write this chart, then automatically you will be able to make the body organ clock yourself. Okay, you don't have to remember the body organ clock, it will come naturally to you. I will just show you how. So see, first thing, step 1, just write the 6 yin meridians. Step 2, beside that, write the pair of the yin meridian. So in front of lung, write large intestine, in front of spleen, write stomach, in front of heart, write small intestine, in front of kidney, write urinary bladder, in front of pericardium, write triple wormer, and in front of liver, you write gallbladder, right? So this chart is prepared. Now see the magic, right? Now see, just number it like this, okay? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So 1 yin, then yang, yang, yin, yin, yang, yang, yin, yin, yang, yang, yin. Okay. And this is exactly how I have made the body organ clock. See, first I told, so I have numbered it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now see, over here I started my day from 3 a.m. So from between 3 to 5 a.m. I wrote lung, then I wrote large intestine, then I wrote number 3. Number 3 is stomach, then number 4 is spleen, then number 5 is heart, then number 6 is small intestine, number 7 is urinary bladder, number 8 is kidney, right? So you can see it is very easy. Once you remember, so all you have to remember is, you remember the names of the yin meridians and you remember the pairs of the yin meridians, and then just number 1, 2, 3, 4, and accordingly you will be able to make this body organ clock yourself. It is very easy. And if you can't, then I've already made it for you. I've already told you in today's session that what are the 2 hours where these meridians are more active. So this is something which you have to remember, and I'm telling you repeatedly to remember these things, because these will come to use when you make protocols for diseases. So that is why this basic knowledge is very important for 2 things: for further study of our acupressure, and it is also important so that we can take care of ourselves, we can take care of our health. It is very important that we follow the body organ clock. We follow this so that we can help our body. We should help our body. We should not do work against our body, because health is the most important thing. And along with physical health, I've also told you how to take care of your mental health by releasing sadness, worry, hatred, fear and anger. So that was it for today's session. Today's session ends over here. Thank you everyone.